जानी मानी डायरेक्टर और प्रोड्यूसर एकता कपूर नजर आई जागरण समिट में। बता दें कि इस दौरान एकता कपूर ने बताया कि कैसे वो एस्ट्रोलॉजी को मानती हैं और साथ ही साथ उन्होंने एस्ट्रोलॉजी और अपनी फिल्मों से लेकर टीवी जगत की कई सारी बातों को शेयर किया। क्या कहा एकता ने, आइए सुनाते हैं।
Part of the folklore, but yes, my titles are astrologically approved. Part of the folklore, but yes, my titles are astrologically approved. My dates are astrologically approved.
Dates of what?
Dates on when to launch.
Okay, okay.
And I wear a lot of rings and they are astrologically approved. I think I'm also astrologically approved.
Because you are quite bang on when you are casting. Most of your casting is successful.
So you think it's an astrologer? Oh, it's my brains. Little credit to me.
Yeah. Because your belief in astrology makes you do the right casting for that matter. And then because
My
you have got a,
my belief
like
in
you said,
astrology is this much that I definitely, but you know, a lot of people told me, you believe so much in astrology, why do you work so hard?
Right.
I was like, if astrologically everything worked out, then I should be sitting at home and partying and not doing any work.
but having worked hard, you have become instinctively more accurate as such.
Yeah, so that also.
And that works as simple as that.
Yes.
Hi ma'am, this is Poonam here.
Hi, Poonam.
Yeah, I really respect you a lot.
Thank you so much.
I follow a lot to you, every place on your Insta, Facebook, Twitter, and wherever you go, I follow.
Stalker.
Basically, ma'am, I just wanted to know, like, whenever you have these problems and failures come, so how you tackle those things, like, how you manage?
My dad told me something very interesting. He told me, this too shall pass. If you're very successful, it'll pass. If you're having a horrible day, it'll pass. Life will pass. Everything changes. बदलाव ही दुनिया का शाश्वत नियम है. So चाहे वो bad time हो या good time हो, you cannot get stuck to the outcome. It's not in your hands. You can definitely enjoy the process. So I don't know if Alt Balaji will be the biggest app or not. I don't care. I love the process. And as long as you're stuck to the process, na, the outcome, you will look at it as reverence ke saath. With nonchalance. It doesn't matter.
That's good. Ma'am, one more question. I want to ask you that
What is your phone number?
I sure have not get ma'am's number. But I want to ask you, I know people talk a lot about you that you're scaring people. People are scared from you. You are very hard rocking. Whatever you decide, you do that. That is a passion you have in yourself. But I don't understand that after doing so many good things, actually, when you bless people, it happens good only for people. Then why people talk like this? I mean, मैंने सुना है कि आप जिस पे भी हाथ रखते हो उसकी लाइफ चेंज हो जाती है and that person goes आगे whatever. So you're doing all good only. You're doing all best. So why this all talks are there?
My friend, life mein na, always remember, I used to be a human being, now I'm folklore. I'm sure some of it is true. I'm human. I've made some mistakes in life, and I always believe when one person is cast, 4 people are abusing me because they didn't get cast. So that's life.
Hello. Hi, Ekta.
Hi.
Hi, Chaitanya here.
Hi, Chaitanya.
Yeah. Ekta, just out of curiosity, you have a legendary actor, your dad, Jitendra. Is there a conscious decision that you do not kind of want to have a professional, arrangement where he works in one of your productions?
No, I asked him once, a long time ago, I said, would you want to act? And I know he likes acting. But he said something to me that he said, no, I don't want to. And I said, why? He said, no, I'm enjoying the running my business and doing my own thing. So I never pushed it. And I've constantly thought that I should offer him something and make him work. But I realized that he liked seeing himself on the big screen. And I don't know if he wants to do a daily soap. Secondly, he's not that young now. And I didn't push it, but I asked him a couple of times and he said no, he doesn't want to act.
Has he withdrawn himself from public life in general, your dad?
No, he does go out with his friends, but he does a lot more socially. He's always like he's attending events, and somebody will call him up, some old acquaintance of his whose son's function he has to go to. So he's 24/7 doing this,
Right.
attending, and it doesn't matter for him. It's very, if he's had an old acquaintance, I think people of that time were like that. It didn't matter that you're not working anymore with each other. But he'll still go. So he actually has a far busier social life than mine also. And but he is definitely now, there's a resistance to act again, and I don't know why.
Because we've been trying to give him the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Jagran Film Festival for 3 years now. If you can please put in a word, that'll be lovely.
Of course, I'd love to
Thank
see him
you.
get that.
I just did that in public. Thank you. Next one. Next question, please. Yes.
Ever-growing, probably it has no answer, but at what team size can one have an ever-growing empire? Like, if you have a staff of 4, you can only manage 1 or 2 businesses, right? But maybe at 20 or 30 core team, you can probably have everything that you want to do.
I can't really answer this question because team size, as big as the work you're doing is. So when I had to downsize when I was doing no show. I tried to retain all my staff at that time, but I did downsize as far as people who were freelancers. But the amount of work you do decides the size of the talent you can hire. And of course, it's a big blessing if you can hire more people. It gives buoyancy to the company.
Okay, Ekta, I have 2 questions for you. First of all, one of my friends who works in the OTT industry told me something very interesting. Domestic market mein, Secret Games has apparently, one of your shows, Kehne Ko Humsafar, has performed 10 times better than Sacred Games. Is it correct? Is this information correct?
I can't comment on anyone else's show.
But there's no
yeah.
way to know because
There's no way to know, and I won't know their numbers. And I believe that, there's the same audience who watches Secret Games will watch Kehne Ko Humsafar Hai. I really don't want to go into who's done how many numbers, and we are all doing our jobs, yeah. So really but I'm so happy that people watched my show and they liked it. So I did a show which was about the other woman, which was always called the vamp on television. So I was happy doing it.
Also, there's this petition in the Delhi High Court which is about setting up a regulatory body that will censor what's going on OTT platforms. Your comment on
You have just scared the shit out of me.
We'll let that pass.
Yeah, please, there has to be some expression. There has to be a place we can talk, things that society will only change when things are spoken. Good, bad, ugly.
One last question. It's also late in the night. Yes, right there. Mike, please.
Ma'am, you have been doing soap opera in television for so many years, decades, more than a decade, and you have created so many properties, and it's run long-running properties. So they've used a lot of tropes in the shows. So in such a position, how do you come up with new ideas for your television medium if you want to continue working in that soap opera space? Where does new ideas emerge from?
So you have to innovate, not only getting new ideas, it's also, I told you, very tough because you cannot get radical on television. And you're going into people's houses. So more than just getting new ideas, you have to get sometimes the socio-economic, thinking, how social change has happened in the last couple of years into your writing. I mean, I've recently, whenever I've written a soap, I've definitely had working women. What are issues they are facing? Even if you slightly touch it, it becomes far more relatable because every time the world changes, even the most conventional stories get a whole new edge because of the way the world is changing around you.
Final question from me, and I told you I'd ask you this question. And I can only ask you this question because it's an extremely self-aware person. You can see your work very objectively from a distance. What is the most ridiculous thing you've done on TV and gotten away with it?
You want me to name one? That's damn tough, yeah?
Okay, make that 2.
Okay, so many years ago I did this show and it was my first, I think it was a super supernatural come sci-fi show, and I had to have it was one episodic, so I had this episodic on Ichhadari Nagin. Of course, we later on did a lot of that, as we all know. But at that time, it was one episode, and everyone knows that budgets in Doordarshan were very small at that time. And my director suddenly on the set says, I can't shoot with a snake. I'm like, oh, I have a phobia. I'm like, oh my God, we can't cancel the shoot. She's like, I can't shoot with a snake. I'm like, but you know, when the human being converts into a snake or shapeshifts, there has to be a snake. She's like, I can't shoot with a snake. And we were not so adept in special effects at that time. So we changed the story to Ichhadari Machli. I was like, I hope none of my friends see this. I'd never hear the end of it. And it was an episode on Ichhadari Machli, which was quasi, you know, the mermaid. And it rocked television, Doordarshan. So the highest rating on the Ichhadari Machli. I got away with it. I never did it again. I'm telling you for the first time I did that. And I think once when we had Smriti and Amar in Kyunki, we had them shoot Paris in Balaji. Of course, we had very stringent budgets. So we had put one Eiffel Tower outside the window, had a fireplace in summers in Bombay, given them coats. And in that arc lights, they were shooting an episode where they were saying, "Arey, itni thandi hai." Oh God, this Paris mein kitni thandi hai. I think I got away with Paris shot in Balaji was, I think, the most ridiculous thing I could do.
So what happened in the scene? So this person is looking at Paris and got tish, tish, tish,
Yeah, suddenly,
Paris.
I mean, so in our office now we do anything. Outside the window, they had those, you know, the snow machines. So it's a, "Arey, bahar itni thandi ho rahi hai." You can see the snow machine. They have but it worked, but we didn't have the budgets. Like I told you, na, when for the first time I did a film and I realized that everyone has different rooms. Here we were like, lunch break mein everyone used to run down. There was one makeup van for 5 actors. The budget was 1,30,000. I remember when Star Plus called me up and we thought we got a huge budget with 90,000 to make an episode. And I got Tarun Katyal's call. Samir Nair asked him to call me. Called my mom. And my mom said, no, Tarun, we can't make it in less than 90,000. But if you say we'll make it in 75 because we wanted the job. And he said, no, I'm increasing the budget to 135, but just shoot with one more camera. And we were like, 1,35,000 for an episode. I thought that suddenly, what is it? What are we going to do with the extra money?
But tell me something, and this is actually the final question. The swish pan, where dwing, 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 did you come up with it? Where was the first time you used it? It's become like a thing that we know television for.
Darang, and swish pans. So I, like you just heard, that we didn't have the budgets for great swipes and everything. And we wanted the audience to know there's an important moment coming. So you underline with music, darang, and if the woman is cooking in the kitchen, she realizes, oh God, something big happened. She comes out. And then you have those great swish pans on somebody's face. Suddenly, oh shit, huge drama. Let's sit down and watch, you know. Now, of course, we have those pullbacks and we have trolleys and we have drones. But at that time, we had one camera. We shot 22 minutes in a day. And we had to do what we would call like great amount of twists and turns. And this was one formula that really worked for us. So we just continued with it. I'm telling you, necessity is the mother of all invention. If darang is getting the woman out of the kitchen to see the next scene, darang it was.
And darang is going to be. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ekta Kapoor.